Yo, what's going on YouTube? Back at y'all again. G the Amputee. Yeah, had to finish touching bases with y'all about the topic that I brought up earlier with 21 Savage because I said there was a little bit more I wanted to touch on because he going on his press run and everything about with this album he dropping with Drake. Much love to him and Drake for doing this and everything. But during this, he said that Nas was irrelevant. And I just wanted to touch on that. Um, I wanted to get you guys' thoughts. First, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We get this thing monetized. We gonna push this, through the roof. You know, and any of y'all comments y'all drop, y'all leave, I'ma address those and everything on my next videos and everything like that. But I definitely wanted to touch bases with y'all on this one because obviously I disagree, you know, and I don't know, why would he say that Nas is irrelevant? I get it that he dropped the album during the same time as you guys is dropping the album, but that still doesn't give him a right to blatantly disrespect one of our legends like that, a legend in our culture. And I think that's a dangerous thing that goes on in the black culture, in the black community, that doesn't go on to other cultures in the other communities. Um, Hip hop slash R&B slash just black entertainment period, whether it be video, movies, um, sports. We have a thing where we like to chew up and spit out our greats when it's unnecessary. Point blank period, it's unnecessary. Um, I don't like the fact that he said that Nas is irrelevant because if it was no Nas, there wouldn't be a 21 Savage. There, if there was no Nas, there wouldn't be the guys who paved the way for 21 Savage. Let's be clear, Nas paved the way for the guys who paved the way for 21 Savage and for other artists of his ilk. So, for him to say that about Nas, I feel it's dangerous, it's irresponsible, it's incorrect, and it's in bad taste also. Um, and I'm gonna break down the examples why I feel that too. But you know, we got to do better as a community, especially when we reach a certain status, to not demean, downgrade, or put it like just basically shit on um, the people who came before us. And put us in a position that we can even make these moves, whether it be through music, through entertainment, period. Whether that's music, sports, video, whichever it is. And education, whichever means it is, we got to be careful about demeaning the people or downgrading the people that came before us, that help even, open the doors for us to be in this position. Because we still got to remember at the end of the day, we're black. So it's always harder for us to get to a position of power than other people and other races because we started off as slaves. You got to remember that. And that's the slave mentality. That goes all the way back to the Willie Lynch syndrome. You put the old against the young, put the light against the dark, put the quote unquote pretty against the ugly. But I say quote unquote because that's all in God's eyes. But like I said, I'm gonna give examples too. Um, but this is a key example because he's wrong for doing that. And like I said, I know he's going on his press run. And he got his album with Drake and everything like that. But to disrespect your forefather like that, it's a dangerous thing because that opens the door for maybe a year or two down the line that we have guys that's not even in our culture to be able to scrutinize the greats in our culture, because the actual people who mean something to our culture, that's in position of power inside of our culture, they do it anyways. They already demean and scrutinize our greats. So why is it a problem for other people to do the same thing? You know, and that opens the door for that, and that's a dangerous narrative that we don't need to be pushed, because you don't see in other cultures. We let's go here. We you won't see Carrie Underwood say that Reba McEntire is irrelevant. It just never will happen. Never will happen. You wouldn't hear a group like and this is an older group too. You know, these guys are older, but you wouldn't hear like Creed or the Backstreet Boys or anybody like that say that Nirvana was irrelevant. It just would never happen. You wouldn't hear um, or you wouldn't see um, you wouldn't see Angelina Jolie say that uh, Michelle Pfeiffer is irrelevant as an actress. It just won't happen, you know, because those cultures and those people, and don't let me get into the Latino culture, because they look at their forefathers with the utmost respect. You will never see George Lopez say that Carlos Santana is irrelevant or something like that. You will never see that. You know, it just will never happen, because they realize and they understand that these people, not only that they paved the way for them to be in a position that they are in, that also that they that if they do it, if they invite that type of criticism onto their people, then others will criticize their people like that, and that will actually downgrade the level of success, or that will actually undermine the level of success that these people have achieved and has put in position that you can't even be in this position, you know. And it doesn't happen in other cultures, but for some reason, this dangerous stigma happens in black culture, because we feel, well, not we, because people in our culture feel like they need to bloviate themselves by attacking others, you know, especially our forefathers, which is more than unnecessary. It's unwarranted. It's unwanted, and it's actually a detriment to us. You know, years down the line, we're gonna see that if we continue to do things like this, it's gonna make it harder for us to reach these levels of achievement again, because others are gonna look at us like, well, they're gonna look at us in the same way. You know, they're gonna put us on the shelf when we don't need to be on the shelf. They're gonna say that we're washed up, or say that we're irrelevant, when they don't even have the wherewithal or have the actual rights to even say that about a great, you know, such as Nas, or somebody of his order of his ilk. Excuse me. You know, and I feel like that's wrong, and I feel like I said, it's unnecessary. It's not needed, and it actually hurts our community. You know, and I definitely want to get you guys' opinion on this, but yeah, things like this only hurts the black community, the black culture, and it hurts everything that we stand on, because as we get older, especially when we feel like you reached a level of success in the things that we do, you should be celebrated, not downgraded. You should be appreciated, not underappreciated. You know, our achievements should be met with applause, not with criticism about the next step that's made. You know, unless something is being done wrong. You know, when people do things wrong, you know, it's when people do things wrong, it's not it's always good to have some type of checks and balances. But for him to just come out of nowhere to say that Nas is irrelevant, that's dangerous, and it's not necessary. It's not one, and it actually invites a stereotype that we don't need, and that's always been poking this ugly head around the corner in black society for years. Like I said, this go back to Willie Lynch. You put the young against the old, you put the rich against the poor. We put and these are slaves I'm talking about. You put the pretty against the quote unquote ugly, and like I said, that's all in God's eyes. But you put the male against the female. You know, you put the hot quote unquote against the not hot. And what determines you not being hot? Just because I haven't dropped a album or a song in 2 years, you know what I'm saying? But that still doesn't take away everything that this man has done to even everything this man has done to push this culture in this direction, to lay this groundwork for um us to be in this position where we can make music and benefit off of it. Because just think, when Nas came out, it was so much harder to actually get on and get your words heard by um, others and by the masses. But now it's achievable. But if we continue to and this goes for all of our quote unquote people of our culture that's in a position of power. If we continue to downgrade the ones before us, we're gonna be heading in a bad direction. It's not good to speak not highly of our forefathers. And like I said, other cultures, they wouldn't dare do that because they know where they come from. They respect their culture, and they're not used to being slaves. They don't have the Willie Lynch syndrome that makes them quote unquote shit on, or quote unquote just unnecessarily come at the people that's before them, you know. And yeah, what 21 saying is dangerous. It might not seem like it's much to him right now. It might not seem like it's much to anybody else. But like I said, this invites people who not even of that stature or of this ilk to wrongly criticize our forefathers. I mean, Nas is a person Nas made I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard of it, I'll be where I want to be. I sung that at my graduation in 5th grade. You know, those words are powerful even to this day. You know, this is one of our greatest rappers of all time, top five. There's no reason that he should ever be looked down upon, especially by another rapper that came behind him. It's wrong, and it shouldn't be tolerated. You know, I definitely want you guys' feedback and everything like that. This video almost 15 minutes long, so I don't want to make it too much longer. I want your feedback. I got more thoughts on this and everything like that, and I'm gonna probably drop another video on this. But please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. But I need you guys' feedback. Let me know how you feel, and I'm gonna address that on the next video and everything like that. But yeah, I definitely feel like what 21 said, what he's saying, is incorrect. It's not necessary, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous because you know, at a point in time, others are gonna scrutinize our culture like this, even though they don't scrutinize their own culture. They're gonna scrutinize our culture like this that we created, and we're inviting it by the way we talk down or talk about our forefathers or our, not ancestors, but yeah, our ancestors, the ones that came before us, you know. So, yeah, I definitely need to know what you guys feel about this, and I'm gonna be dropping a part 2 of this video too because I got more thoughts about this, and I got some strong feelings about this one. And like I said, this all goes back to slavery. Willie Lynch. And if you don't know who Willie Lynch is or what he said or what those words mean, look it up. And I'm gonna touch more on that too in the next video. So I just had to talk about this real quick and get that out there. But like I said, please y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share this video with friends, family. Because I want this is definitely a topic of discussion that I want to touch on and to continue to touch on because I feel like it's wrong. And this taking me back to Drink Champs, Nori, giving our forefathers, or what in industry, in entertainment industry, or in just black culture, period, giving them their flowers when it's due, because we got people of our culture that's not giving flowers, but actually taking flowers away from our greats. And like I said, in no other culture is that ever um does that happen, period. But it's never warranted. And I mean, I gave you examples before, but just think, Jackie Chan will never say that Bruce Lee was irrelevant. You hear me? You know, and I got more and more that I can say, and I'm gonna touch on them. So like I said, please y'all like, comment, subscribe. I just had to talk about that, and my next video I'm gonna follow up a little bit more on this. But G the Amputee, I'm out. One love.